Hi guys, I hope it is going well so far. So at this point you should have your board done. This is just an example. Yours will be much longer. I just did a midsection just to get one done. But this is what it should look like. Your rope should be wrapped around the board. It should be nice and tight down to the board. It should be nice and snug to each other. And this should be the front. And then you can see on the back, you started and ended on the back, so those edges are not exposed. Now you're going to glue your two boards together. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your wood glue that we gave you in this little container. You're gonna open that up. And you're gonna use the popsicle stick to apply it. This could get relatively messy, so I would lay down some newspaper or cardboard or something underneath, so that way if the wood glue drips, it's not dripping on your carpet or your tiled floor or your tabletop. I would just lay something underneath. For the purpose of this video, I am not doing that, but I do recommend you do it. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna do is locate the edge that you are gluing, which should be the steep edge of the long board and the steep edge of the short board. Let's see if you can see that at all. You're gonna be gluing these two boards together, kind of like I demonstrated earlier. So you're gonna be doing this, okay? The easiest way to get this to stay, you're going to put your long board down on the tabletop. You're going to take your short board and you are going to take some glue out of here, gonna get it on your glue stick. You will not need very much. You will not need very much at all. You're just going to apply it onto the steep edge of your board. Just gonna wipe it across like so. You only need to apply the glue to one board. Too much glue is actually a bad thing, so you don't want to apply it to both boards. You just want to apply it to this one. And I don't know if you can see kind of what I'm doing, but I am just wiping it across the edge here. Yeah. So you want to get a complete coating of it from one edge to the other. You are just applying glue on the slanted piece right here. And once you have it completely covered, and you should be good to put the two pieces together. All right. There we go. So I don't know if you can see what this looks like, but there is just a thin layer of glue across the whole edge right there. Okay, so now you are going to place the two edges together. The glue does take a while to dry, so I recommend either sitting here and holding this while you watch some TV or something, or if you have a book, like a dictionary or something else that's heavy, you can set that right next to the board and hold it, keep it propped up right like so, so that it doesn't move. And then you just want to let it sit this way for about a half an hour. That way it will dry completely together. Let me clarify, it will take a half an hour for this to adhere, but then you want to give it 24 hours to completely dry before you let your cats play with this, or before you really mess around with it. It'll take a half an hour for it to stay, but it'll take 24 hours to be solid. So yes, so if you want to leave this on a tabletop, like I said, you might want to put some cardboard or newspaper just in case the glue drips out the bottom. If you use too much glue, as you put pressure, it will eke out the sides and drip. But if you use the right amount, then you should be good. And then you want to put something right here, or you can push this up against a wall and just to hold it like so that it doesn't go anywhere. I recommend holding it for 4 or 5 minutes just to get it to stay in place before you put anything next to it, just to make sure it is staying. And don't worry if the glue doesn't hold, or if for some reason, you don't let it stay long enough and you come back later and it has fallen open. You can just try again. I gave you plenty of glue, so you should be able to try this once or twice if it doesn't work on the first round. The thing about wood glue is that it needs to soak into the pores of the wood in order to do its job properly. So you just want to make sure you give it as much time as possible to soak into the wood and really lock in to get strength. Once this is dry, like I said, it'll take about half an hour. Then you'll be able to see what it'll look like when it's all dried and done. You'll be able to envision what it'll look like when it's sitting on your carpet. And then your cats will be able to go play with it and scratch until their heart's desire. We also recommend, if you have catnip, you can sprinkle the catnip down the rope just to get the cat's attention, to get them to learn what it is, and get them to play with it. Okay. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, please post them on Facebook. We are happy to answer any questions. And if you want to take pictures while you're creating these, post those to our Facebook page as well. We would love to see what you guys are up to. We would love to see your own versions. And if you can get your cats in the photos, that's even more fun, right? All right, guys, have a great day.